It was a cold morning in a busy American city. Gray clouds covered the sky, the wind moved sharply between tall buildings, and people rushed through the streets with tired faces. Cars honked, buses stopped, trains rumbled somewhere in the distance. It was the kind of morning where everyone just wanted to reach their destination and forget about everything else. Among those thousands of people was a young man named Adam. He was 27, living a simple life in a rented apartment, working a regular job, trying to keep up with bills and responsibilities. He wasn't rich or extraordinary, but he had something rare. A heart that refused to ignore someone in pain. That evening, Adam was walking home from work. His hands were in his pockets and the cold air brushed against his face. As he reached Main Street, he noticed someone sitting quietly on the sidewalk. A man with tired eyes, worn-out clothes, and a thin blanket wrapped around his shoulders. His name was George, a homeless man that everyone walked past but no one truly saw. In front of George was a paper cup with a few coins inside. People rushed by without noticing him. Some pretended not to see him, others turned their faces away. To most of them, he didn't even exist. Adam walked past him too. 3 steps, 4 steps, and then something made him stop. A voice inside him whispered, "Go back. Just this once, go back." He turned around and walked toward George. "Hey man," Adam said softly. George looked up with tired eyes and whispered, "Hello sir, God bless you." Adam asked, "Have you eaten today?" George gave a small, embarrassed smile. "Not really. Maybe some coins here and there, but nothing real for 2 days." Adam felt something heavy in his chest. "Come with me," he said. "Let's get you something warm." George hesitated. He had been mocked before, lied to, hurt. But Adam's voice sounded different. Gentle, real, human. He nodded slowly. They walked into a small cafe nearby. The warm lights, the smell of fresh coffee, the comfortable chairs, it all felt like another world. People stared at George, but Adam didn't care. He ordered soup, a sandwich, and hot coffee for him. George's hands trembled as he started to eat. After a moment, George whispered, "I don't know why you're helping me, but thank you." Adam replied, "I'm just a human. And so are you." As he ate, George shared his story. He once worked as a car mechanic. He had a home, a job, and a loving wife. But when his wife passed away last year, his life fell apart. Depression took over. He lost his job, then his home, and eventually his hope. Adam listened quietly. The world outside kept moving fast, but inside that cafe, time felt still. When George finished the meal, Adam asked, "What if I help you get a fresh start? Would you accept it?" George looked down and whispered, "I just need one chance. Just one." That night, Adam took him to a community shelter. He talked to the staff, filled out the forms, and made sure George got a room. For the first time in months, George slept in a warm bed. The next morning, Adam met a friend who owned a car repair shop. Adam explained George's situation. His friend said, "If he's willing to work hard, I can give him a trial." Adam rushed to the shelter to share the news. When George heard it, his eyes lit up. "Adam, I won't waste this chance. I promise." George started work the following week. He showed up early every day, stayed late, and worked with full dedication. The owner noticed. Within 2 weeks, he was given a part-time job. A month later, he rented a small shared apartment. He was no longer homeless. He was rebuilding his life. One sunny afternoon, George called Adam and asked him to meet him at a small park. They sat on a wooden bench under a tree. George reached into his pocket and handed Adam a small envelope. Adam asked, "What's this?" George said, "It's my first paycheck. I want to give you a part of it. You changed my life." Adam gently pushed the envelope back. "No man, I didn't do this for money. If you ever see someone falling, help 'em up. That's how you can thank me." George's eyes filled with tears. "You gave me hope when I had nothing. You reminded me I'm still human." Adam smiled. "You always were. You just forgot for a while." Months passed. George kept working, saving, improving. He rebuilt his confidence and repaired the broken pieces of his life. But he didn't stop there. He started helping others. Whenever he saw a homeless person, he stopped and offered food, a warm drink, or just a conversation. He remembered the night someone stopped for him, and he wanted to be that someone for others. One act of kindness had sparked something bigger. A chain reaction. One man helped another. That man helped someone else. And kindness spread through the community like a quiet light. Maybe we cannot change the whole world. Maybe we cannot fix every problem. But if we can change even one life, if we can bring hope back to one heart, if we can remind just one person that they matter, then the world becomes a better place. One act of kindness at a time. And that is exactly what Adam did. He didn't just feed a hungry man. He didn't just give him shelter. He gave him something far more powerful. Hope.